Scorpios, how we doing? Welcome to your monthly for August. All right. I think I had a brain fart right there. All right, we're using a pretty magical oracle deck. Kind of get questions, see how the month's gonna go. Right. Let's see what's going on for you guys. What do we have going on for Scorpio? We have nurture. What role is mothering energy playing in my life? What is that? A Eastern cottontail? Little bunny rabbit right there. So maybe you're in this role of nurturing, or you're taking on some kind of nurturing role. And then we have what is mine to share with the beautiful honeybee. I like it. It's like sweetening the pot. I don't know if it was your weekly or Grace's weekly, but it was like sweet and spicy, sweet, and fruity, and something. I don't remember what it was, but it was something about like getting the forbidden fruit and like sweetening the pot type of energy. So maybe that's what you're needing to nurture right now. It's just whatever sweetens your own pot, so to speak. PG-13, anyways. All right. What do we have going on for the beautiful Scorpios this week? All right. Current energy. The Knight of Swords. Moving. Fast forward movement. This could be like fast forward mental energy. It's like you're racing to catch up with this motorbike, but you're also noticing this bird up here. It's like also getting um like a clear view of something. What's blocking you and your own fortune right now with that Wheel of Fortune. All right. What do you got going on consciously? The Justice. Might be dealing with the Libra. But I feel like that's about fairness and balance. Subconsciously, you're thinking about your own heartbreak deep down. So maybe that's what you're needing to nurture is yourself. Leaving, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And moving forward, what do we see moving forward? We see the King of Swords, you taking some kind of decisive action. I feel like you might be overwhelmed, especially when it comes to desires, passions, or even just overwhelmed in general. You might have a little too much, I feel like fire floating around you at the moment. It's like this energy of, do I have enough? Keep pushing forward, can I let these dreams be alive? you know, but I feel like you need to take a leap of faith somewhere with some kind of action. I don't know. We're going to dive deeper and see what's going on. But I feel right now, like the current energy is that fast forward momentum, maybe getting a bird's eye view of a situation. This could be your healing situation. What is it that you need to heal? Or like, what do you need to focus on? Like, where do you need to put your effort, energy into when it comes to nurturing yourself or even your own mothering energy. And I feel like with the honeybee too, there's always a community with the honeybees. So that could be something that does sweeten that pot for you, or you just show yourself a little bit more sweetness. But I feel like you're moving into this healing energy. I feel like what's blocking you right now is this could be a past situation that you're trying to heal from, and you're waiting for the tides to change. You're waiting for things to kind of come into your favor, especially when it comes to past exes, past energies, childhood memories, even children can represent the Six of Cups. It's kind of like keep pushing forward, keep moving, keep healing, keep doing that work, getting more clarity, keep taking care of yourself. But at the same time, like you're waiting for things to change with something to do with the past or somebody to do with the past, you know? And the forefront, you're thinking like everything's kind of tipping in your scale, everything might be some kind of legal situation that's going in your favor. Feel like you've taken a moment to take a step back in that situation, maybe kind of reevaluate with that Queen of Swords. She also knows how to put down boundaries. She also knows how to like hold back her energy when she needs to. She's very smart, she's very intuitive, and I really feel like she also knows when to use her words and how to use them properly. But we have the Justice with the Five of Swords in your conscience right now. It's kind of like that mental conflict going on in your head about like, are things going to go in my favor? Are they going to work out for me? Am I going to see this happen? Is this going to change? All right. What do we have going on with this Three of Swords subconsciously? Ooh, victory. I like it. I feel like subconsciously you're working on pushing through whatever grief you're going through, whatever heartbreak, sadness, and you do come out winning in the end. I feel like you're dead set on, I feel like really just nurturing yourself and healing yourself. That's your focus, you know? And it's kind of like a hardcore balance, especially if you've been dealing with a lot of issues from the past. This could be trauma responses, this could be exes, this could be just childhood triggers, really anything. And just allowing yourself to heal, to put your own energy into yourself. And sometimes that can be mentally conflicting when you're trying to balance that all out. But I feel like the more you keep pushing through, the more you open up to healing, the more victory you're going to get when it comes to that heartache, that grief, that pain. And maybe that's what that sweeten is, because the sweeten can also talk about being sweeter to yourself, being sweeter about how you talk to yourself, how you approach situations. All right, what do we have going on with this beautiful Ten of Pentacles that is exiting out? So let's take that one. So, ooh, the Emperor. I feel like if this is a home situation, that Ten of Pentacles leaving, it could be taking with it a stubborn energy, somebody that's kind of left you stuck. You know, they might have been financially stable and given you kind of like everything you need, but, you know, maybe it wasn't showing up for you emotionally. Ooh, they fell out, leaving you stuck in your head and feeling like wounded in some way and pushing you in. I don't know why those fell out, but they did. I feel like holding back. Maybe they were holding back emotions or just leaving you in a spot where, I don't know, I might have to get one more on that. The devil popping out could be dealing with a Capricorn. Capricorn or Libra and Aries. I feel like, uh, let's not deal with that energy today. Whatever leaves you stuck in your head, like, I think it's time to drop all those thoughts, that process. Or if it's a person that leaves you stuck in your head, you know, maybe that's something that you need to let go of. Easier said than done. I know. All right. Tell me one more about this. Yep. There's that 901's coming out again. I feel like it's taken a toll. And whatever this family situation is, the Ten of Pentacles is like the have it all card. But at like what cost type of energy. You know, I think you need something a little bit more nurturing, something that is going to shake up and tear it down so you can build something stronger, something more confident, more independent. That was a lot on that. But I feel like with that Ten of Pentacles leaving, I don't necessarily feel like it's a bad thing with the rest of this read. It's just you really focused on your own healing. And sometimes you have to walk away from certain situations in order to balance them out, to kind of get out of your head, in order to focus on your own grief and heartache, to get out there, to have some kind of victory. But a lot of that takes, where are you putting that energy at? That's kind of up to you. And we do have the lovely moon under that. So I'm going to give you guys that too. Because I feel like you're going through some stuff. Oh, nope, that's the sun. The happiness, the joy. And then climb. You can reach whatever it is you want to do. You can climb. You can go so much higher. Moving forward, we have the King of Swords and the Magician. And I feel like what you're manifesting, what you're creating, or what you're doing is creating a person or a sacred space that allows you to be more decisive, that allows you to use discernment, to trust, to be sharp with their tongue, to stand their ground, especially when it comes to mental aspect or communication, and I really like it. And I really feel like it's an aha moment when it comes to past regrets. It's like opening up that clarity. And there's that moon card right there. The embracing the murkiness of a situation. I feel like that's a lot for monthly, but definitely moving towards healing. It's like opening that heart shop and really focusing on your own power. I'm doing Scorpio. For some reason, I was thinking Libra, so maybe you need to go back and watch the Libra read. And I'm just staring at this Justice card, and I think that's why. So, now what's my train of thought? Yeah, well, what do we got going on from the Sacred Creators? I have no idea what that was. I think one of my children just like squawked like a pterodactyl or something. Well, it doesn't want to tell you anything else, so we're going to go with this. Creator water and follow through. Whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're moving towards, whatever healing process you've got, whatever you're trying to balance out, follow through. Because you are going to have a victory. Whether it's subconsciously or whether you see it in the 3D reality, you are going to have a victory. It may take time, but it's there. Creator water. And I like that for you guys. It's about flowing through your emotions. So maybe connect with water, sit down with water and just really just understanding your emotions, understanding why they're there, and keep pushing forward. But follow through with whatever it is you're doing. So I really like that for you. And I feel like that's a very healing type of energy. So I feel like you're just nurturing yourself in order to heal from some situation. I don't know if this was a breakup, a divorce, a job loss, anything like that. But I feel like whatever community you find sweetens the pot, you know, and allows for some of that sun energy, that happiness, that joy, and knowing the fact that you can climb. It's just up to you. All right, what are we letting go? What is Scorpio's letting go? I don't know what that was. What was that? Ooh. Ah, okay. Surrender unhealthy relationships. I don't know if you can read it. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including something I can't read, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. Surrender to complete healing. Open fully to loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. I absolutely love that. So, letting go of unhealthy relationships and let yourself start healing completely. And a lot of it starts with flowing through your emotions. But whatever you do, follow through. All right, Scorpios, that's what I have for you guys. So, you guys have a great day.